watching streaming television. Ours it is.
Different morning this very day. We decided not to go all the way from the adults. We decided to do a kiddies aerobic session. You know what they say about having little children and catching them young, right? Oh yes. Okay, we're going to be going on a beautiful and amazing fitness routine with the kids this morning. So you as an adult, don't just sit there. I need you to experience every bit of this exercise routine with us, with the kids, and have an amazing moment. My name ain't changing. I remain Ajibike, Anjorin, your very own fitness host on Spring Delight. Come on, let us enjoy this routine together.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, let's take it in. Out, out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The last. Now let's go. 8, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Relax. Let's relax. 10. Give me this. Relax. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's hand up. Let's stop. Let's hand up. 3, 2, 1. Go down, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's relax. Open the leg. Let's go. 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 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's pause. Now let's take breath one. So let's go. 10. Stay relaxed. 10. Now take the air in through your nose. Release. Now let's go through the nose again. 3, 2, 1, go. Release. Again, we take through the mouth, release through the nose. Let's go. Again, we go through the mouth. 3, 2, 1, again, go.
I hope you had an amazing workout session with us this morning. You know what they say, catch them young, right? The children did amazing. And trust me, even behind the camera there, I was there enjoying the exercise routine with them. And I was sweating seriously. It felt so light because the children were doing it. But me, I still felt it quite heavy. And I enjoyed every bit of it with them. And I hope you did too. Come on now, enjoy the rest of your Spring Delight moments with us.
Yes, and we are back.
What up?
The
What up?
Yorubas will say Atutide Bashende. Oh yes. So yes, we are back. It is a beautiful Saturday morning, and it is the 17th day in the month of August. August has been a beautiful time for me, and I'm sure it has been a beautiful time for you too. This is Spring Delight. Spring Delight is the program, should in case you are just tuning in for the first time. We are here at the Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT on Start Time. And of course, we are on every social media handles. We have our Instagram, we have our YouTube, we've got our X. All you got to do is type Western Spring Television, and we are going to be in your faces with our amazing content. My name is Ajibike Anjorin Ojo. and I feel pretty excited to be here this Saturday morning. And of course, I'm never alone. Y'all already know. Hey. All today, irresistible TD.
Really?
How are you? No.
Right.
Why did you say really? That is your social media handle.
No doubt. Irresistible TD, no doubt about. Simply irresistible.
Simply.
Yeah.
I agree to that. But
No doubt.
but just that now when I look at you, just take me back to what my daddy could look like. But yes,
Sorry?
yes. Now come on.
Who's daddy?
Yes, you. Can't I say like TD?
I don't understand.
Ola today's
Now,
my daddy. Can't I say that?
There's a time you kept calling me Basharuga.
Yes.
Evelyn came up in the course of the week to say the white sage, chocolate Cassie,
Okay.
and Tolani came up with Chris Black.
Okay.
I don't know why are you guys giving me names.
Oh my goodness! Actually, you're filled with so much spice. That's just to show you how great a person you are.
I'm honored.
You know,
I'm honored.
because now
I'm
I've
honored.
added the list of daddy to your name. So when I call you daddy, you just embrace me with your full body.
No, I like that.
Good morning, Ola
Good morning to
today.
you, darling. How you doing?
Very well,
Good
thank
to see
you. Very
and,
well, thank
good
you.
to have you as well with us on Spring Delight as always. This is how we do it. Every Saturday morning, just to spice up your weekend before you hit the rules for the Owambe in one way or the other.
Yes,
You
right.
know the deal. It's a Saturday. Myself, today's Owambe. Oh my goodness.
Once we are done from here, we are hitting it for
Owambe.
Owambe. And yes, we actually have one of those today. I hope you're ready.
Yeah, we do.
And I hope you are ready too. Okay, on our very first segment, we took you through the world of aerobics. This is where we let you to exercise there at the comfort of your home. Keeping fit is serious business,
Really,
and it is a beautiful thing to do.
Absolutely.
The moment you get used to working out, exercising your body, you can't imagine how free and how good your body is going to feel.
Absolutely.
And yes, we have a whole lot of things outlined for you today, which are all today.
Yeah, definitely. We have the conversation segment where our guests will be here very shortly. We'll talk about quite a whole lot of things with them as they sit in with us today, and we'll take you back historically to years and years. Some of you said probably wearing born, or some of us were still in diapers. We'll bring you today in history.
And yes, talking about celebrity birthdays, this month happens to be a very beautiful month for me.
Honestly.
Olatunde, I mean, my mother was born yesterday. We celebrated her yesterday.
Yesterday, so many years ago.
Yes, so many years ago. Yes. So she's August 16,
Yeah.
and my mother-in-law too is August 16.
Oh.
So yes, yesterday, I mean, every August 16 is a double
celebration.
A double celebration on my part. So yes, in as
beautiful.
much as my mom is going to be coming up on our celebrity birthdays today, I just need to take this time out to wish her a special happy birthday shout out.
Mommy.
Yeah, I mean, my younger brother is 31-year-old, and my father left us like when that boy was 1 year old. And I can tell you, like, till this very moment, she has been there for like 30 years, all single, and she stood as a man, as a father, and a mother to us, and I do not take that for granted. Because I can tell you, a lot of us women, we can't run this package like that anymore. Like
even having both the husband and the wife together today, except you probably collaborate together and understand each other and put hands together to make things happen. It's before we came on air, I was really now that September the kids are going to go back to school, and I began to
you're thinking about how to put things together.
So, but then we just give God. It's just been grace, and we thank God for His mercies. But by and large, let's just not take you to our personal.
Yes.
And let's just allow you to enjoy the ride with us today on the show. We'll first of all start off with celebrity birthdays. If you have celebrated in the course of the week, or today's your birthday, most especially, I like to say happy birthday to a dear daddy, Chief Adele Daniels. Daddy is 90 today.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to be with you very shortly. We'll say happy birthday to you, Daddy. Congratulations. Many more wonderful years to come. Honestly, I'm looking forward to when I'll be 90.
Yes, I say a big amen to that, and I say amen to that for me too.
90 and above, then when we do 100 again, we'll still be on this. Okay, no, we're
not going to be. No, we must have.
Guests, we'll probably.
As guests, right?
As guests, we'll tell.
Like once upon a time, anchors on this show.
This is Ajibike used to stay there.
I mean, be like, oh, yeah, Tunde, how are you doing? Remember the days of Spring Delight.
All right, let's just take our celebratory birthdays and wishing you all the very best of the day.
Definitely.
in 2010 when I finished my secondary school and I was looking for admission. So in the process of me learning, I was able to gain admission into Federal University of Technology, Akure, with the course Industrial Chemistry. So whenever there is a break, I went to make inquiry about how to create things on fabrics. And thank God for my mom that was very observant when I was young. He knew that I liked playing with a lot of drawings and all that. And in her own wisdom, she took me to where I can learn. On getting there, it seems like a natural habitat for me where I can really express myself and where I can actually, express some of the things that are hidden in my mind. And I learned the work for good 7 years from 2010 to 2017. Then after my NYSC days, I went back to my boss for freedom and he gave me the prayer and he launched me into the Adire making business. I launched Damiko Textile Art Gallery via social media, Instagram to be precise. I started posting some of my pictures and some of my craft work on it, and then I gained 1 or 2 customers that was interested in my craft, and that's how Damiko Textile Art Gallery started. What is Adire, or what do we do with Adire? Adire is an indigenous attire that was done, that our forefathers used to wear in the olden days, especially in the western area part of this Nigeria, Yoruba culture, Yoruba tribe to be precise. That's the way that's something that has to do with our culture, the way we dress. And that's what we do. That's what we are accustomed to in the olden days. And I feel that the way we are doing things in our modern day civilization has actually, crept into our modern day attire. And I sat down, being the Gen Z guy, I sat down and I see that how can I infuse the olden days tradition to the modern day tradition. That's where I come up with the t-shirts, making use of t-shirt ranks and polo for Adire. And the reason why I really like the work is that it gives me avenue to actually create things that is actually from myself. Like, it makes me, I can express myself on the fabrics. In fact, whenever I feel depressed or whenever I feel I'm not happy, is a place where I can actually, express myself on the fabrics and work very effectively well on the fabric. And when I brought the initiative, it was widely accepted by people, locally and nationally. So Adire making simply means Adi. Are, that's what Adire means. Adi, Are is popularly known as tie and dye in Europe, in English. Tie and dye, Adiare. What the practical knowledge about Adiare is like, when you get your cotton, your 100% cotton, 100% cotton fabric. You can fold it into shapes. There might be triangular shape and there might be rectangular shape, or you can even rample it and get your twine rope and tie it around. After you might have mix your dye on your inside your dye top, and when you have done soaking and you've done doing all the patterns that you need, when you release, untie the place that actually has been tiled initially, you will see the different patterns, and you can mix a lot of colors with the fabrics, and that's how the Adire is actually unique. And I really like the work because it has actually taken me places that I feel I can never be, or that I think I might not be able to be. So it has actually given me exposure in the feed, in my particular feed, and that I actually stand out in among my peers. And it is something that I love doing. It's something that I'm passionate about. Even when I just wake up, I just want to go on the table and create. This is my work. I am proud of it. My work is my pride.
Welcome back, and it's still Spring Delight
Yes.
from Western Spring Television. That was amazing from that young man, Damn cool. That's what we call him. And looking at the way things are put together to make what we buy, and we like, and you see it and say, "Oh wow, I like what you're wearing."
Yeah,
the procedure that actually must have gone through, it's amazing. While at his workshop, we saw quite a whole lot, and we like to say big ups to that young man, Damn cool. And for me, I don't know why we still tend to find it difficult for government to support businesses like this. That's a young entrepreneur. That's a young man in business who's doing so well for himself. Not all of us should go into the white collar jobs. Definitely. I want to work at Shell or an oil company. I want to work at the Ministry of this. He has decided to go that route, put things together for himself, and it's government should look at this set of people and invest in them.
The truth is, just as you're saying it right now, it just occurred to me that nobody's going to save you. That's just the only thing reading in my head.
You've got to save yourself.
If you got to like put a whole lot of them together, honestly, a whole lot of people are in this line. You are even seeing this one. There are more amazing, much more amazing ones out there. But the point is, no one is going to save you. You just got to save yourself.
That's why his work is his pride.
Exactly.
So whatever you do, and you're doing it legally and positively, let your work be your pride. All right, thank you indeed for being here. Let's get down to the conversation of the day. Our first guest is well seated, and he's one man that is going to help us out with quite a whole lot. On the 12th of every August of every year is commemorated as the International Youth Day. I know some leaders have actually said Nigerian youths are lazy. That's a young man. His work is his pride.
And lots more we've had on the show.
If we go around this country, we tend to see quite a whole lot of young entrepreneurs doing so well. We've brought a lady on this program before where she's into...
she was into carpentry,
shoemaking.
Yes.
We brought someone who's into kilishi making.
A whole lot.
A whole lot. And that's why I look at it and say, hey, Nigerian youths, hey, we ain't lazy. Any day, anytime. But we'll look at the International Youth Day.
Yes.
What this means, how can youths themselves, get into things that will be productive rather than the ariser. Or what made you feel your
or the urgent 2K that is never gonna come.
Oh goodness me. All right, joining us at this point in time, we have an amazing gentleman. He's a trained addiction and MHPSS, mental health. He's going to tell us the full meaning of that again. Professional. He's a civic tech leader and a founder of a youth-led civic and health tech organization named Motivators Crib Africa, with over 5 subsidiaries for now. And honestly,
I like the sound of that. For now,
his profile is lengthy, and even if the White House sees his profile, they will want to snatch him from Nigeria.
Yes, right.
It's a delight having Wokocha Chijoke P in the house. Chijoke, good morning, and thank you indeed.
Good morning. Thank you for having me today.
It's our delight.
Good morning, Mr. Chijoke.
Yeah, good morning, Ajibike.
First of all, you look very nice.
Thank you so much.
Well seated. And
Thank
very
you.
right. It almost feels like I should go on singing all things bright and beautiful.
Bright.
He probably his name was or you have Bright as part of your name, so maybe that's why you're.
Maybe I'll consider that. I'll consider that being part of the name, right?
All right, good to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Let's get down to the business of the morning here. Looking at who you are, a trained professional in mental health and
addiction.
Mental health addiction.
And addiction.
Now, if we all know and look at this holistically, the youths all around the world, not just Nigeria, but let's just use Nigeria as a case study here. We tend to always have this issue, mental health and addiction. You see them going for hard drugs, cocaine, marijuana, these tablets. I don't want to mention names. Quite a whole lot of them, and it's become an addiction. Even aside the drug aspect of things, too much of there's some people they can't do without their mobile phone. It's become an addiction. Even before they say good morning, dad, good morning, mom, they probably first thing is phone. That addiction is just there. Is it a natural phenomenon in one's life, or it's something one inculcates into one's life?
All right, so thank you very much. So I would literally say that addiction comes in a whole lot of forms, right? And nobody was born with any addictive behavior. So you just grow into it and you just see yourself doing it. So every one of us in life have every form of addiction. So it depends on what you're addicted to, right? So if it is not drugs, it can actually be social media syndrome problems. If it's not about social media or your phone scrolling issues, it can actually be addiction from anything at all. But one thing I tell people is be addictive for the positive reason, right? Not for the negative reason. So if you must be addicted to a thing, it should be something that resonates towards your professional and personal aspiration. Like I am addicted to the work I do, and that is saving lives and helping the vulnerables. So if you call me 2 a.m., 3 a.m. and say, oh, you have someone who is about to commit suicide, or you have some mental health challenges, and you really need me to speak with you or speak with a person, or actually just help out in that particular situation. Of course, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., I will actually be out to help the person. So far, it involves saving lives. So that is my own kind of addiction, right? So nobody was actually literally born with addiction. It's something that they grow into, and it's something that they get to learn. And there are a lot of factors that could actually cause this addiction for people.
And now let me ask you, International Youth Day was celebrated on the 12th of August. And whereby is an awareness about our youth, how far we have gone, where we've been, and where we want to go. So now, what do you see as the potentials of our youths in this day and time?
Okay, so the International Youth Day, like you said, the 12th, and the topic resonates around digital pathways, youth digital pathways towards development, right? I would actually say that we have a set of great youths. Right, before the program, before we started discussing, you mentioned about the young man who was actually running the Adire, the Batiks store and all, and then the young lady who is also into Kilishi. And we have a numerous young people who are hardworking, who are creative, who are doing great things, exploits, right? But over the period of time, we just discovered that these people, including me, have little or nobody to actually be there for them. But there is something I said to people. I said, if nobody is there for you at that moment that you need them, be there for yourself. Find a way out and make sure that you make yourself proud alongside humanity, right? So we believe that a good number of young persons out there, the youths, they are striving, they are doing what they can do to survive, to put food on the table, and also to help their families, their loved ones, humanity at large. But we understand that we live in a society where nobody really cares until you get to that top. And until you get to that top, then there won't be anybody that really cares.
Now, do you think that is the reason why, I mean, picking from what you said, a lot of youths don't have people for them. Is this the reason why we have a larger rate of youths that are getting so much into like a mental state that is unstable, the drug addiction? Do you think this is the cause of it?
Yeah, so I won't literally say that is the cause
of the
it.
cause.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons, because there are some youths also that have people who are there for them, but they don't want to do anything meaningful for themselves, right? So, but that should be one of the causes.
Yes.
Yeah, of youths getting into stuff like maybe literally just getting depressed, having this anxiety disorder, that's the fear of the unknown. What is it that is expected of me in the next 2-3 years? But because you can't relate and you can't phantom what it is for you, you tend to go into depression. Well, because there is no one who is there at that particular time, and you are seeing other people thrive, you tend to have this low self-esteem, and you believe that you cannot do it by yourself. Do you understand?
Yes.
And a whole lot of youths, if you check out these days, there are a lot of gambling thing going on, the betting syndrome, the betting problems, right? Everybody wants to also get rich quick.
Yeah.
But it doesn't still go that way. And you see them getting addicted to betting. You see them also looking for a way of escape. And that's where they engage in drugs. You see them looking for alternatives. And that's where they get addicted to social media, and they tend to use their productive hour, that is productive hour from 9 to 5, to just be on social media to check out what others are doing.
Yeah, right.
Other youthful people, for example, content creators, skit makers, they are also using their productive hours to make these things that other, I don't want to tag them lazy, but other youths spend the same productive hour watching them. So who are you in this two? Are you the doer
or the watcher?
Or the watcher, right? So it depends on the category you place yourself.
Yes, okay.
So the category you place yourself matters a whole lot. So
wow,
that is one of the causes.
Honestly, you know, something just came to my head while Chijioke was having this conversation right now. I was going to direct it at you and to him at the same time. Now, the rate at which we get addicted, was it like that back then for you? And do you think it is more now in this Gen Z time? And why is that?
Yeah, as much as we are supposed to answer.
Of
course, I know what you what it looks like. In my time, where at least looking at about 50 years ago now, it wasn't like this.
Okay.
The rate at which addiction began.
So maybe the betting,
even the betting, it wasn't really there 50 years ago.
So what's happening now?
So the thing is, the thing is, everybody wants to make money.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. So including young boys who just finished WAEC, they just want to be millionaires. But it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't happen overnight.
It doesn't happen overnight. I told myself when I started running the organization that I'm doing, also the consulting firm for mental health.
Okay.
When I started, I told myself that, how long am I going to give this? I read a book from Elon Musk, and he said, if you want to clean your room for 30 days, it takes you 30 days to clean your room.
Okay.
If you want to clean your room for 3 weeks, it takes you 3 weeks. If you want to clean it for 3 days, the same room, it takes you 3 days. If you want to use 3 hours to clean it, it also takes you 3 hours.
Okay.
But what happens is the 3 hours may not actually give you what you really want.
Exactly.
That 3 days can actually give. But it has given you a sense of belonging. It has given you a sense of actually knowing the 4 walls of the room. So this is not about room. It's about your purpose. It's about life. So I told myself that if I give this a shot for about 4 years, how and where will I be? So this is not me thinking that if I start this thing 2021, I will blow 2021.
To share.
This is me understanding that the truest test of everything in life is time. Everything that have a long-lasting value stands the test of time. I understand that. And that is why I am practically doing it. I don't want the result overnight.
You just striving each day.
Yeah, consistently. Keep pushing. Keep believing in yourself. Even when nobody sees what you see, no problem.
You believe
Keep
in
going. Yeah, definitely. So that is the mindset that I have. And it has been helping me. So nobody is pressuring me. I'm not pressuring myself. So this thing happens when they get pressure. Self-pressure is also a very bad thing because nobody might actually be pressuring
you
them.
just pressurizing yourself.
You're pressuring yourself, right? To be what? To be a great man within how many days or how many weeks, right? So you see them trying to be who they are not meant for.
And that's one of the major things. Looking at mental health youths of these days, quite a whole lot of them, I feel a bit distorted when I see them been doing it rationally out there because of addiction and what have you. Now, what could be the role of CSOs? What could be the role of government at the higher level, government, to really, really help in curbing this aspect of addiction in one way, the negative addiction though, in one way or the other? Because people, once the likes of us, we've got a conscience, and when I begin to see a young boy or a young girl doing stupidly out there, you begin to figure out, if this had been my sister, would I look at him? Would I be looking at him? What can CSOs do? How large can awareness be put together to really curtail these excesses of addiction?
All right, so I will start by saying that according to statistics and reports, we have over 60 million Nigerians who are deemed not mentally fit.
Oh my God.
And this is 30% of the country's population. If the 30% of the country's population is deemed not mentally fit, the question is, or I think the question shouldn't really be what are CSOs or what is the government doing? I feel it is a collective responsibility.
Okay.
How many CSOs can actually curb the issues of mental health challenge in the nation of 60 million people struggling with it?
Yes, right.
How many CSOs do we have in the country that are practically interested in solving this problem? And how many government officials do we have that are interested in solving this problem?
Yes.
Now, that makes me to say it is a collective responsibility.
Exactly.
I do what I do as a mental health advocate. For example, this year we started a 3-month campaign against mental health stigma and victimization, trying to let people know that it is okay not to feel okay sometimes, and when you don't feel okay, you can reach out to some persons, trained people to help you out. Stop hiding it. Come out. We also push the message of shun stigma and victimization so that people will be allowed to say and to air their mind. Right? But how many of us out there are pushing this thing and trying to make impact? That is the question.
Yes, right.
And I tell people that the issues of drug addiction, the issues of mental health crisis is everybody's problem.
Definitely.
Because the mindset I go with whenever I go out there to advocate, I tell myself, if I don't speak about this problem, one day it will get to my doorstep. And if it gets to my doorstep, how will I manage it? So everybody tends to turn a blind eye on it until it gets to their doorstep. A woman called me some time ago and she said her son has started. What is your son doing?
What did he start?
He said the son took their gas cooker out to sell.
Oh my goodness.
A big gas cooker he sold for 5,000 naira just to get money to get drugs. He broke into the sister's room to take jewelries, phones, and everything to go and sell. Guess how much?
How much?
Something that is not below 20,000 or 10,000 just to get drugs. But when this boy was starting, it was more like a film. They were not paying attention.
They weren't observant of that. They didn't notice that. They
So
didn't see
it is now at her doorstep, and that is why she's calling for help. So should we allow these things to get to our doorstep before we know that we have something that we should do? So I feel the society, the communities, the leaders, the people, every one of us, it's a collective thing.
What are the ages of youth that you've had to deal with? I mean, that you got, I mean, the height of it for you has gone into addiction this present day and time.
All right, so for a fact, I deal with adolescents and youth. So I have worked with the youth within the range of 17 through 32 or 33, right? And we are not oblivious of the fact that we still have a young boy that was gotten at Old Garage by the NDLEA who was smoking marijuana.
Okay.
So who gave this young boy marijuana?
Exactly.
A young boy of 13 years.
13?
13 years. This is another case. He died due to kerosene addiction.
What do you mean kerosene addiction?
He sniffs kerosene.
Oh my goodness.
And this is under the family, the parents knows, right? Because he's 13, so he's not staying on his own.
13.
So what are families doing? I've heard a case of a young girl, 19 years.
Please.
Before we started our campaign against stigma and victimization, this young lady reached out and she was to commit suicide that night. So it took me 4 hours to salvage that situation. Now, what was the problem? The mother ran away and left them with their father.
Okay.
The father was sent to Zambisa Forest, right?
Okay, the father
to
is
go
a military man.
Yeah, he's a paramilitary, but more like a military, yes. To go and fight Boko Haram. She's just 19, left with 2 or 3 other siblings.
Oh my goodness.
To take care of, alone.
How would she?
And she just got overwhelmed and she just felt she should end this.
You can imagine that.
Who is to be blamed in this situation? Right?
Charity, they say, begins at home.
And when you hear people commit suicide for some things, and you be like, this thing, I can withstand it now.
Yes, right.
Yes, we know you can withstand it. But I say something, the vulnerability of everybody to a thing differs.
Absolutely.
What could actually make A to commit suicide is different from what could actually make B to withstand it or withhold it.
Definitely.
So this is a holistic effort. I have worked with a variety of persons, youths, and I've asked questions, non-judgmental questions, created safe communication spaces for them. And these people just need someone to talk to. You find out that a lot of people going through these problems just need someone who can listen.
Someone who can listen.
So how many of us out there have the time to listen? That is also the question. So we come up with these things. I go for courses. I am a trained one, right?
Yeah.
Every day by day, I upskill. But I cannot handle all this at a time. And that is why we need more people in this line. And that is why whatever education or skills we have gathered, we use them to equip parents. How many parents are willing to learn how to train their children?
We're going to get there.
Parenting of this year is not the same.
It's not the same as what it used to be.
Right?
Back then.
So they are still using the same, should I use the same formula? The formula that the parents of my own parents used for them may actually have worked for us.
Yeah.
But this Jay-Z,
it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
Gee, let's look at the ratio these days between the male and female set of people. What's the ratio like of those who are on the addictive level from your experience?
Okay, so from the UNODC statistics, we believe that currently now we should be having over 15 million Nigerians who do drugs or who use substances, right? But it will shock you that when it comes to some certain substances, we have more females who uses them than male. All right, substances or drugs like codeine. We have more females who abuse codeine than the male. And these are also youths. But when it comes to drugs like marijuana, we have more male, right? So it differs. But if you bring all of them to a standpoint, you will say more male than female. So that's the ratio of 3-1. But it is getting to 2-2 because people are paying more attention to the boy child in response to addiction than the girl child. So everybody is trying to protect the girl child and thinking that the girl child cannot do what the boy child does,
which is not happening like that anymore.
Has the social media influenced addiction in any way?
Yes, definitely.
Oh my God.
I say social media is one of the root causes.
Oh God.
One of the root causes. Yeah. So we have some stars, we have some celebrities who come on air and or maybe whenever they are singing, they puff, they smoke, they drink alcohol, and a whole lot. But the question I ask, whenever I get to be interviewed, I say, behind the scene, do we know what they do? These people have the money to travel to abroad, right? To get themselves detox, yes. And then when detoxification happens, they come back and then they still do that. But what about you and I that don't even eat 3 square meal a day?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So we learn from these people. And we also smoke and we pour for our own. But there's no money to get that medical attention. Right? So it kills more of the people who follows those in social media. I tell people, don't believe everything you see on social media. We live in a sad generation with happy pictures.
With happy faces.
Everybody just bring out that bright faces, they smile to the picture and everything. But when they go back to their houses, you find out the real person behind the scene.
Can we ever get back to the days when everybody, if not everybody, majority of us were clean? Can we get back to the days when parents pay more attention to their children and not on the social media and what is happening around them? How do we get there?
Okay, so can we? The answer is yes, we can, because nothing is impossible. But how do we get there?
Yes.
All right, so I watched a clip where a woman was giving her daughter, was it Origin beer?
Oh my God, I just mentioned brands.
All right, yeah, sorry. I don't think it was. Yeah, okay. But then alcohol.
Yeah.
A daughter of about 2 years.
Yeah, I think I saw it on social media.
What was she trying to portray? Well, I don't know. What was the message there? Because I didn't get it.
Yeah. So this young girl or the young chap can actually grow knowing that, that is how I was being trained. And we understand that the brain fully get formed at age 21. So whatever thing that is happening before age 21, that is what the brain works with from age 21 down the line.
Okay.
And they don't know. Some of them give their kids cigarettes. Some of them give their kids stains. And if you go out there in lounges, if you go out there in clubs, you see some of them come with their kids.
Bring their kids, yeah. If not for nothing, what about the noise that happens around there?
So what are you teaching them, right?
Yeah.
So parenting is a serious problem. So if you can get it right in this generation and in this time, then we can say, yes, we can get to a saner society.
A saner one.
Then the second thing I would say is productivity. How many youths are willing to be productive? I was discussing with one of a big friend. He's more like a mentor. And he said, a lot of people are looking at how to be the intermediary, maybe between the manufacturer and the consumer. You just want the manufacturer to give to you, so you sell to the consumer, add their own money. What about becoming the manufacturer, the producer? I mean, we are not tied to becoming the middleman. Yes, it pays to be the middleman, but I think we can actually do extra mile. We can actually go extra mile. So when we have more people who tends to be producers, more people who tends to think out of the box, become innovative and creative, then we can say we should have a saner society, because the more you think, the more or the less you want to get yourself into things that does not really matter.
Yes, right.
I have about, last 2 nights, I slept around 6 a.m. I was busy working on outlined activities. I tell you, I have about 7 to 8, 9 outlined activities to run from now to December. So I was going through it. How do I get this done? How do I get this done? How do I get this done? Before I know it, it's about 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I said, guy, you have to catch some sleep.
So there's really no time to think about things that are irrelevant in it.
I go to social media to just check on the relevant things. My posts are the things that we do, the news, get to know the things happening around my surroundings, and get to just maybe, on a lighter mood, just look at some skits and laugh, just get myself happy, fall back to bed.
Yeah.
Just that. So if we can get these things done, I think we can actually go back to that same society.
The society, just as you rightly said, and the community is encompassing. We all have a role to play at this point in time. What kind of awareness do you think we need? And how can this awareness get in there to actually sanitize the porous society that we know, I'm not going to hide mine towards it's porous because obviously, just like you said, a 13-year-old boy, my small boy, okay, I think he's going to be 12 in December.
Now imagine him being that hole.
I will nearly, I don't want to say, but when I now see a boy of his age, and I have a son why would you be doing this? How can the society, if possibly, I know it might not totally be eradicated, but brought to the lowest ebb?
Okay,
How can we do this?
I will literally say, after the International Youth Day that just finished, we are talking about how can the youth be part of this development, the development that talks about everything generally, including our mental well-being. But how can we get this thing done? One, by reorientation. The reorientation is not for us. There is this saying that says you learn, you relearn, unlearn, and all that.
Yeah.
The reorientation is no longer for us or those ahead of us, above us. The reorientation is for those coming, not necessarily even the Gen Z. Because the thing is, there is this thing about the mind. I tell people the mind has the ability to hold anything that you put in there, you plant and you water, be it negative or positive.
Yes.
And before it goes out, it takes time. The time it takes to get in is not the same time it takes to get out. So, and it doesn't work in 360 degrees. Now, there is this thing the Chinese did so many years back. I don't know if you can remember about 10, 15 years ago, when you have a phone, you just say, they call it chinko. You just, when it rings, you just be like, as if the whole house wants to blow up.
It's a speaker,
yeah.
But right now, everybody uses China products. How did they do it? From that era,
that level,
to this level, becoming the world
renowned in what they do.
Because they focused on the kids, teaching them. So this thing it's not rocket science. It is not far-fetched. Everybody needs to put hands together. The government needs to be involved. See, if we really want a society that works for all, it has to come from the leadership.
Yeah.
We have bright people, bright kids, bright youths.
Absolutely.
But I would say to get a saner society, we need to start working with those ones. The kids of age 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. At least they are not that corrupt yet. And their system is not that porous. But if I talk about those of 16, 17, 18, 19, they already know what they do.
They know their left from their right.
It takes grace to get them back. But if we want to get a saner society, it doesn't happen 360 degrees. Because the society got porous, not in 360 degrees. It took years of living it, living this whole problem, the I don't care life, that is not my problem, it doesn't concern my family, so I don't care. So it takes a whole lot of sanitation.
It begins with us too.
Yeah, it begins with us.
Definitely.
We are the ones to do the sanitation.
Yes.
And if we are doing it from that age, we can also look at bringing on board the ones of 15 upward. So that's what I believe.
Yes.
There's quite a whole lot to talk about.
Honestly.
Honestly, you have really enlightened us this morning, and it starts with you, it starts with us, it starts with all of us together.
Definitely.
And we can definitely make this society a smooth society, a free society from addiction. A saner one.
Yes.
Free from addiction. Nwokocha Ajibike is a trained addiction and MH, that's the mental health.
Mental health and psychosocial support.
And psychosocial, all right, professional. He's a civic tech leader and a founder of a youth-led civic and health tech organization called Motivators Create Africa. How did that come about? How did that?
All right. So in 2018, I caught the vision to run this. That happens to be based on experience. life experience, and then
I hope
call
in any way
vision.
you've not been into addiction at all.
I have. So that is where the passion comes from.
Oh,
I suffered from mental health crisis. I suffered from drug addiction, and that is why the thing that I didn't get during my own time, I am willing to offer it to these young people.
Fair enough.
So it's an aspect of you've been there, you've been there, and
I've seen the effects. It didn't take me anywhere. It didn't take me anywhere. The stigma was there, the victimization was there. So in 2018, the vision came to just run this for people. And the name was not even Motivator Script Africa. So until 2021, it came alive again. God be so kind. Now with people who understands the vision. We started. And then Motivator Script was the name. And we move on. The vision again came that this is time for you to expand. So Africa came on board. And we tend to actually globalize what we do and make sure that our words counts and people hear us speak. And when we speak, they should be able to listen and put to practice whatever it is that we are telling them.
Words can quantify our appreciation for taking time out to be with us.
Thank you.
Dear brother Nwokocha Chijioke, mental health advocate, and please just keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Honestly, no giving up. Please. So we keep pushing. We keep pressing on until we have.
Thank you. I mean, we can't, not everyone is going to be looking. Some are going to be like the doers, just like he said, and he's doing it. And I'm sure a whole lot of people are striving and wanting to be on board with you and do what you do. So what is your advice for everybody who wants to be like in your line, people who have been there, people who want to like speak out and enlighten, speak to people about mental health? Please just say a word of message to them.
All right. So the word is, the sky is too big. My mentor will always tell me, he's a motivator. I say, sir, he said the sky is too big for everybody to fly. So there is no competition. Anybody that is willing to come to compete with you, please neglect the person because the world is too big. We need, like I said, we have over 60 million Nigerians who are battling this issue. It is not what 100 people can actually do. We need at most 1 million to be crusaders, right? But then the thing is, it doesn't come so easy. It will be rough, it will be tough. People will leave you behind. People will feel you are not doing anything. But keep going, keep building, keep pushing, keep pressing on.
That's it.
The day will come when people will see what you do and they will be like, wow, he said it 3 years back. He said it. And it's happening to me. This thing I'm saying happened to me. So 3-4 years back, people felt like, this young man, you don't know what you're doing. I said, well, I'm the one that got the vision. So I know where I'm going to. So if you know where you're going to, please keep going.
That's it. If you know where you're going to, please keep going. Thank you once again, Chijioke.
Thank you so much for having me.
Taking time out to be with us. All right, it's still Morning Spring.
It's still Spring Delight.
It's still Spring Delight from Western Spring Television. Very shortly again, we'll have another guest, but we'll take a bit of food report facts, and we have other things to spice your Saturday.
Definitely.
So we'll be right back after this break.
Oranges are round-colored citrus fruits that grow on trees. They originally came from China, but today, these nutrient powerhouses are grown in one climate around the world. There are many different varieties of oranges. Some are sweet and some are sour. Common types include Navel, Mandarin, Caracara, Blood Oranges, Valencia, Seville, Jaffa. Every type of orange has more than 100% of your recommended daily amount of vitamin C. That's more than any other citrus fruit. All you have to do to get this key vitamin is peel and eat. Nutrition in oranges. One medium-sized orange has 60 calories, no fat or sodium, 3 grams of fiber, 12 grams of sugar, 1 gram of protein, 14 micrograms of vitamin A, 70 milligrams of vitamin C, 6% of your daily recommended amount of calcium, 237 milligrams of potassium, 15.4 grams of carbohydrates. The vitamin C in oranges helps your body in lots of ways. Protects yourself from damage, helps your body make collagen, a protein that heals wounds and gives you smoother skin. Makes it easier to absorb iron to fight anemia. Boosts your immune system, your body's defense against germs. Slows the advance of age-related macular degeneration, AMD, a leading cause of vision loss. Helps fight cancer, causing free radicals. When you're feeling anxious, vitamin C can also lower your levels of the stress hormone, cortisol, and your blood pressure. Some other benefits: anti-inflammatory. Some food tell your immune system it's under attack. This causes inflammation. When inflammation turns into a long-term problem, it can trigger diabetes, heart diseases, arthritis, cancer, and Alzheimer's disease. Oranges have the opposite effect. Fiber. The 3 grams of fiber in a medium orange help keep your bowels healthy, your cholesterol and risk of heart disease low, and ulcers at bay. Fiber also slows the way your body absorbs sugar, a big bonus if you have diabetes. Calcium. Oranges are high in this important nutrient, which keeps your bones, organs, and muscles strong. Folate for moms and babies. Oranges are a great way to get a big dose of folate naturally. Your body uses it to divide cells and make DNA because it helps prevent birth defects. It's an especially important B vitamin for pregnant women. Good sugar. The 12 grams of sugar in an orange are all natural. That's different from the kind of sugar you get in a candy bar, plus all the fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants that come with an orange make it a much better choice for your body. Choose raw oranges, which have less sugar than the dried kind. Potassium. This nutrient lowers your blood pressure, and oranges have a bunch of it. Citric acid and citrates. This compound helps prevent kidney stones from forming. Health risk of oranges. Sometimes you can get too much of a good thing, though this mainly applies to the supplement form. Too much vitamin C at one time could give your body more fiber and sugar than it needs. Watch out for nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach cramps, headache, and insomnia. Oranges are high in acid, and that can make symptoms of GERD worse. If you're taking beta blockers, too many oranges could increase your potassium intake and lead to kidney damage. If your body stores iron than it needs, a condition called hemochromatosis, high doses of vitamin C can add more iron and damage your tissues. Vitamin C may also increase absorption from medicines that contain aluminium, like phosphates, binders, and increase your estrogen levels if you're on hormone replacement therapy. As for orange juice, you might get some extra sugar and lose some fiber in trade-off. Too much fruit juice can also lead to weight gain, which can raise your risk of heart disease, especially in middle age. But both all oranges and their juice are good for you.
Tell myself say I no go cry, but I cry, oh I cry. Tell myself say I no go think, but I'm lost in my thoughts. They say I'm who they fall in love, but I fall, oh I fall. Tell myself say I no go cry, but I my love, oh.
Yes, and we are back, and thanks for joining us. In case you were just tuning in, this is Sprinkle Delight on Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT. And then we had our first guest just get out of here. That is Mr. Chijoke Nwakocha P, who spoke to us about the Youth International Day, and also he spoke about the mental health. You know, he is a mental health practitioner whereby they advocate for a sane country, a sane Nigeria, a sane world. Yes, and it was beautiful and enlightening having to speak with him to learn from his well of wisdom. And of course, we have our second guest here. What are we? What is our life? What is our Saturday without a bit of entertainment, whereby we can get to just jollificate, you know, just enjoy and thank God that it is Saturday. It is the weekend. Yes, and that is what we are all about. I have a young artist here. She is a musician. She said she's an Afrobeat musician, and we played our song before we came right back now. That was a freestyle from her. I don't know the title of that track, but I hope to ask her. Okay, she is called, her name is Adesoye Blessing Aderonke, popularly known as Chari Love, and I have her seated with me. Chari Love, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. First of all, I must say you look pretty amazing with this outfit. You're repping the brand of an artist. Why do you artists? Okay, now before I speak about your look, Chari Love. How did you come about the name Chari Love?
Oh, well, my name is Charity.
Okay.
So I love people actually. Love my family. I love playing around. I have a name before, then a friend came and he's like, people will find it hard to pronounce this. So I was just like, okay, what should I change it to then? I was like, okay, Charity, and there's love. So let me just join it together. Charity.
Okay, and that was how you came about the Chari Love. Wow. Okay, can you tell me about your educational background? Let's just see how far you've gone.
Yeah, I'm a police student. So, Polytechnic.
Okay.
Yes. And the two.
Oh, okay. What are you studying in school right now?
Mass communication.
Ah, beautiful. Mass communication. Okay. So it feels good to be here to see like what it's gonna be like afterwards. But now you are a musician, an artist. So mass communication, being an artist. So what is being an artist? What is it to you?
It's everything. Because when I'm doing this thing, I'm always happy. Yeah. And it's like a soul in me.
To sing?
Yeah.
To be a musician. So how do you want to balance, if you had to choose between being a mass communicator and
I choose the music.
Really?
Yeah.
So why didn't you just go study music instead of mass communication?
I wanted to, and if I can, I'll be
still want
happy. Because my parents, they want an office work.
They want an office job for you?
Yeah.
Mm.
I was just like, I want to go for music. No, are you kidding me? Your sisters, doctors, this and that. You want to go for music? What are you saying? I begged, but there's nothing I can do. So I was just like, okay, fine. Out of mass communication, because it's not a bit far away from music. So
yeah, it's all like entertainment related kind of.
It's arts office, no problem. Yeah, I can still go for that. So I was like, okay, cool.
I hope to speak about your parents and them not supporting music for you right now, but I just want to throw this at you. How long have you been doing this music for you?
Actually, I'll say 8 years, but I go into this fully 5 years ago.
Fully?
Yeah.
Explain your definition of fully. You're still in school, I suppose?
Yeah. What I mean is, back 3 years.
Okay.
I was still fighting with my parents. Like, I want this, I want this, I want that. But when I think my mom starts giving me opportunities, and my sister
Opportunities to do what?
Like go to studio.
Okay.
You know, meet with some people too.
Okay.
So my sister was just like, let her just know what it is. So my mom will free me. My dad was not do.
Like till right now?
Yeah, he was not. I'm a pastor. What are you doing with this kind of music?
Okay.
So that's just what he will be saying. So my mom is always proud of me. Anytime I host a show or I'm going for a show, she'll say, "Shall be careful. My prayers are with you." So
being a female in the world of entertainment, I mean, we know that we actually have limited females in this particular world. So how do you tend to manage it? How do you hope to cope? I mean, you're a female. How do you feel you're going to survive and make a name in a man's world, so to say?
Well, all to God. Nobody knows tomorrow. So I hope much. And it's not really easy though. I just have to keep trying. I know one day it will be. So.
Yeah, okay. Now, let me ask you this. As the child of a pastor, how has your music, has it reflected like your Christianity part, or you just do the normal secular song? Now, and also being a pastor, that is question one. Now, being a pastor's child, how has it affected how people see you in the musical world?
Like, we're not really a pastor child. Like, in Nigeria though. So
oh, okay.
That's what
okay. So a lot of people don't know.
They don't know.
So has that reflected in any way in your type of songs? Being
yeah, some of my music speaks about like preaching about what love is, why you have to love people.
Cherry love.
So it's one of the things I try to bring out. Like one of the message
that you try to preach.
To
love.
people,
Yeah. And God is love, and He told us to preach about love. So now tell me, what are your plans when you eventually hit like the labor market? What do you plan? What is your priority? What is that thing that you really want to preach? Understand the love part. What else do you want to preach to the youths? And is your target really the youth or like the whole world in general?
The whole world, and let people know what you really want to. You can do it with God's power. Even if your parent doesn't give you full attention or give you full go ahead, at least you can still find a way to talk to them, beg them, and if they don't want it, you can do what they want and still do what you want.
Fair enough. How many songs you got now?
I can't count.
Really?
I just count. Yeah, I have some unreleased and I have some released.
I'm talking about the ones that are out there. Oh wow, she cannot count. Okay, we are gonna go on a short break. We want to listen to Cherry Love and some of our works, the kind of songs. Let's just have a bit of our vibe. And when we come back, I'm gonna be asking her questions like, what are those things that inspires a kind of music? Who are our mentors? Who are our role models? Who are the ones that motivated her? Who are those ones that she listens to that gives her, yes, I'm ready to write down my songs? Okay, don't go nowhere. Spring the Light is still here and we are going to be back. Okay, that was Cherry Love featuring. Who featured you in that one?
Brown.
Okay, what was the title of that track?
Feelings.
What was that thing you were saying? You
know funny, but
I just now was hearing something. You're not funny. Oh, okay. So what was not funny in there? What was going on with the feelings?
Actually, I have a friend. She been through a break, so I was just like, okay, let me just put this down. Maybe you keep hearing it and you can't let that.
So you're just trying to tell like it was not funny what she went through?
Yeah. The guy maltreated her.
Okay.
She trusted him and he broke her trust, and she was just down crying. So it's like, funny, boy. So,
oh, okay. So now tell me, if you once you get into the studio, how long does it take you to like put up a soundtrack? Does it take like days? You have to go back and come back, or you just run it?
If I have a beat, I can think of something right now. It won't take me, let's say, 30 minutes to just put something down.
Okay, so automatically you indeed love what you do. Okay, yes, and that is the whole point of it. You gotta love what you do. Cherry Love is you're gonna be singing to me right now, and to whoever is watching you, wherever they're watching you from. We want to hear you sing and just vibe to one of your songs. Okay, so what is that song? Are we playing that song, or she's just singing on her own? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna be playing a part of your song, and you are to sing along. I want to feel your voice.
All right.
Okay, so your song is playing already.
Hello, darling. Baby, me wanting that way, carry. Choti, oh my baby. This thing you do me, boy, you dey me. You dey me. But we so far away, so much far away. You know you make me back belay. We say you know we play, oh yeah, carole. Make we go to the dunya. Oh yeah, jetty, oh baby jetty, do me jaja, baby me no rush. I know you want me back, like I need you to. So make 'em slow, baby fire for me, oh. Go fire for me, oh. Baby fire for me, oh.
Okay, that's a big hug, okay?
Oh, fire for me, oh.
Hey.
And I was so afraid. I thought you could keep them face. Baby, Jack, don't do me like that. Jack, don't do me like that.
Of course, right?
Jetty, oh, baby, jetty. Do me, Jaja. Baby, we don't rush. I know you want me, but
Hey, I know you want me, boy.
I need you to.
I need you.
Make 'em slow, baby fire for me. Oh.
Baby fire, oh, nice one. You've got a beautiful voice. I must say that to you.
Thank you.
Beautiful texture. You don't even have to have your song mixed for you to sound right. You really do sound nice, Cherry Love. So tell me, I mean, I listened to your first song, listen to this one. What genre? You said you're an Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Afrobeat, is it Afropop?
It's Afrobeat.
It's Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but most of your songs are love related. Explain that.
Yeah.
The Cherry Love.
Cherry Love, actually.
Do you hope to like go outside the box and give us something that is not love related, like, just practical songs? Do you think you could go out of that way?
Yeah, sure. I do songs. Anyhow it comes.
Anyhow it comes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that was Cherry Love. She's doing well for herself. She's a younger musical artist, and yes, she's ready to strive in the man's world. Thank you for tuning in, and it has been an awesome Saturday morning. I must be sincere with you. My name is Ajibike Anjorin Ojo. Do well to follow me on all social media platforms. That is simply at simply_Ajibs too. And of course, it is Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT. Do well to stream us on all our social media platforms too. We've got our YouTube, we've got X, we've got Facebook. All you gotta do is type Western Spring Television, and we are going to be in your faces. We still have a lot of programs outlined for you on a Saturday like this. So don't go nowhere. But yeah, I am signing out. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye-bye.